Welcome back, folks, to another exciting Europa Universalis 4 Let's Play with the OttoMing campaign. I'm Perry.
And I'm Keb.
I'm sitting here leading Ming possibly off to war in the Northwest. What should do? January of 1562. I heard that was a great year. Don't ask me for my citations. Probably a Wikipedia page. And that's
As long as your Northern War goes better than your last Southern War.
Southern War was not one of my choosing. Really. That's a little better.
Oh, Scotland joined the colonization race. Yep, Scotland went the exploration.
There are many things conceptually wrong with that idea.
Sadly, we didn't go for Darien. They went for southern Florida.
Admittedly, if you lived in Scotland, southern Florida is a pretty awesome place to move to.
Portugal is the only colonizer that's actually tried to do something. Oh, and there's another colonizer. That's unusual. Aragon.
I've seen it happen.
I haven't, but they're now working on St. Helens. And it looks like France has grabbed the islands of Sao Tome. So they're heading our way.
Shame there's a continent in the way. Oh, cool. I just got a claim on rival event. So, I talked about Viet picking a war with that alliance, and it'd be useful for me to, because that would weaken that whole alliance. I guessed wrong.
Okay.
Viet is being crushed like eggs in a stampede. Their entire army is now below 6K. That's counting everything they're immediately rebuilding. And there's pushing 50K of allied troops attacking their provinces. I mean, it's a whipping. It's not a beating. It's just beyond.
Oh, I just got an ocean of pop-ups. The truce ended.
Lots of pop-ups.
Yep.
Let's see. Do I have interesting new leaders?
I just remembered something, and I could actually recruit a general through the estates. Which
always a nice choice.
Oh, oops.
Or not.
So, yeah, I forgot to check just how influential they were at the moment. Whoops. Impending disaster.
What, did you cause a problem?
Caused a small problem, I think. And the general is actually pretty bad. Ah. Yeah, I screwed up there.
Have you considered doing one of these drunk, just to see if there's an appreciable difference?
No, I do. Yeah, I'd rather not find out. Given how I act sober, I wouldn't trust myself drunk.
That's the spirit.
I need to finish my... Yeah, I need to go for this. Goodbye, Mamluks. Not too surprising. France is mauling everyone in that Austrian war.
As opposed to normal when France is mauling everyone. France has nothing to trifle with in this.
They aren't too strong at the very start, but if you don't protect against them, they'll become quite the powerhouse. Well, I'd say the same thing for Poland, to be honest. Since they haven't had Muscovy to balance against, and yeah. Poland is quite strong.
Well, apparently your Armenian friend, Azerbaijani friend, is in for a world of hurt. Because he just brought the steppe tribes down on him.
How did he? Oh, he must have been warned or something.
Possibly with either Nogai or Georgia. Yeah, maybe he had been warned or something, or Georgia had been protected. But Oirat's Mongols' armies are marching off.
All right, war taxes. I should probably invest in those.
They're useful.
Mamluk rebels outnumber their army about 10 to 1 or something.
Today we just call them a brotherhood. Wait. Oh, there we go.
What?
Isn't it?
Where? Oh my goodness. I need to pay attention more, as always. Oh, it's the rebels that crossed the border, and I thought there was the usual stuff where the rebels just walk through. But no, they wanted to take my land.
Or are they like cultural rebels or something?
Yeah, Circassian separatists.
Say that 5 times fast.
So now I've got 10 years of separatism. Bah.
Well, in fairness, they're separatists.
And the Timurids have imploded completely, it looks like.
I don't think the last couple wars they participated in were all that healthy for them. I like the absurd level of spread that Confucianism has.
What do you mean?
Well, if you go to a religion map, Confucianism does not normally cover this much of Asia.
Well, it's not that much.
Yet.
Yeah. So if I'm really lucky, France will take the lowlands just as the revolts begin.
Which will keep France busy for a very long time.
Yep. Oh, it's going to be so fun to finally get rid of Mamluks. You won't have any snacks left for the Stellaris if you continue like this.
Oh, hush. I demand your unwavering support. Nothing more, nothing less. And let's just say that it was a very successful snack run.
Well, the Oirats are on my border at this point.
Oh yeah, they completely abandoned the East.
Colonizers really haven't done much, to be honest.
I have no quarrel with that.
Portugal is the only one that's done something. All the others have more or less gone into hiatus, it looks like.
Well, as you pointed out before, there's been
Yeah,
some conquest drama that went on in the old world.
yeah, I can understand with Castile, but England has been powerful until quite recently. But they haven't moved beyond one or two islands. What?
Oh, the Diviet lost, gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces.
So they did. Wow.
And then Lan Zhang immediately changed religions. Yeah, they switched to Vietnam's religion. I mean, oh, go ahead.
I didn't know the Buddhists could switch between the two faiths.
Well, so much of the country is now the other flavor.
I thought that was pretty okay. That was interesting. So it wasn't rebels, right?
No. No, they won the war, then immediately switched faiths, then changed their capital.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dai Viet moved their capital to Hue. Which is interesting because that was their historic old imperial capital.
I wouldn't know. I know far too little about history in that area.
Well, it's fascinating partially because every time something happens and they get set back, the jungle immediately eats.
Yeah, I'm thinking I can't possibly subjugate Tunis peacefully. They keep investing, I think. So I'll keep growing. beyond my control.
Kill him anyways. Oh, what I would give for a fourth diplomat.
Well, you can just get the idea groups.
Yeah, I might have to think about it for my next idea group. I could go ahead and get the aristocratic ideas just for the increasing the core creation costs in my territory. Okay, I'll give you some land. Have fun with it. Spend your money all in one place.
Yeah, that's what I feel from the Georgian cores. They are expensive.
That's the major reason when I play Ming, I either try to Diplo an X, Die Viet, or I kind of just ignore it. The way the game is feeling balanced now is probably the best it's ever been for playing Ming, so had I known now what it is, I might have had a different set of strategies and gone after the Southeast Asia earlier. Mm-hmm. I did not, however. Ooh, military 9.
Congrats.
We're going to give all 75,000 of my soldiers guns. I got more than all 90,000 of my soldiers guns. After 2 days of training, I expect to have a lot less than 90,000 soldiers.
I just can't wait to be finished with this mission. I don't know. I wonder how long I've had it by this point. The Conquer Egypt mission, I must have had it for ever 50 or 60 years, at least.
It started when it was still Pharaoh controlled. Or Oirat's war ended.
So it did.
Now, if you're building a spy network, if you pull the diplomat out who's building the spy network goes straight to 0, or will it just decay?
Straight to 0.
Okay.
At least that's been my experience.
Sorry, folks. Well, I get my annexing diplomat back here in a second. So. Almost finished colonizing the Philippines. When my Ming China says the South China Sea is mine, I mean it. There we go. I am carefully constructing a clever Nepal sandwich.
Oh, interesting.
What happened?
France decided to make peace, right?
Okay.
So it took 2 water provinces and made them release Styria.
Same choice, but okay.
Why doesn't Styria have... Well, that's interesting. I thought this... Why isn't... I thought Styria had more cores than that, to be honest, but okay. Still. Interesting.
Do. Flames, because we can. I have now 3 provinces shy of fabricating claims along my entire border. So yes, this method is probably exploitable. Well, speaking of that, I guess the forums had a bit of a buzz. One of the Let's Players found an exploit that completely neutralizes fallen empires.
Okay, please share.
He got into a war with one and destroyed their assault armies. They're basically their landing armies, because they're actually quite a bit easier to kill. Well, the fallen empires have building turned off, so once the armies are destroyed, they have no ability to invade planets. So from that point forward, getting into a war with the fallen empire would almost immediately wipe peace out of it because they had no way of winning the war.
But isn't that actually designed to be like that? Because since they can't ever actually produce a new army.
But yeah,
Navy, I mean.
But yes, but these are the soldiers that are being dropped on the planets. He found a way to this is, and it looks still like it was a later game, but he was able to rig it so he got an army, the fallen empire to drop down armies or whatever, and he managed to annihilate them. Or he might have even ambushed their transport fleet separate from the fallen empire's main fleets and killed off their soldiers so they couldn't invade. So it sounds like something that'll be addressed. Oot, I'm almost capable of paying off my other loan. Ooh.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Of course, I'm about to raise my maintenance so I can go to war. That's what I want. Go ahead.
Disaster averted. I got over the threshold again.
I just got the indirect rule, which reduces separatism by 10. And that also gave me the plus 10% national tax modifier. Oh.
Conquer Kaffa. Interesting, except that Genoa is allied to France. The cat did not sound happy.
That's how she normally sounds. One of the boxes she likes sleeping in, she had actually knocked it over and was complaining about it being on its side. Whether she actually wants to go in it or not, I don't know. She could have just been doing that to annoy me. I didn't realize she'd be quite as noisy, considering she was actually quite a distance from the microphone. All right. I think it is time to have a little party. Raise my army maintenance to max. I have 75,000 soldiers along the Oirat, Mongolia, Buryatia, whatever, border. That's right, I have favors with Korea. Got that. Or that is displayed anywhere.
Favors?
Yes.
Yes, it's displayed if you go to the diplomatic feedback tab.
Aha, there it is. Close the tab.
Increasing trust is a good thing.
No, the trust's at 95.
Oh. Yeah, they should never actually break the alliance if it's above 80.
It doesn't actually list with... Oh, never mind. I see it now. I have 41 favors with them.
Time to call them into a war or two then.
Yeah, but I don't have to give them anything.
No, you don't have to. If you call them in on favors, then they won't get mad if you don't give them anything at all.
Oh, well, then since they have another 40,000 soldiers, I think Oirat's going to have some fun.
The only thing is that if they occupy territory that they want, they won't turn it over.
They don't have any borders with anything I'm about to go to war with.
But then by all means.
Everything we're about to go to war with, I have the borders with, so...
Well, I guess I have to do this one.
Keep trying to declare war and I keep having pop-ups. Very frustrating. Let's see. Capital, that's favors, that's... Oh.
Just one more loan to go. Yay.
You know what that makes you?
Free, debt free?
No, the Lone Ranger. No guy just rented out one of its troops to Oirat.
Oh, condottieri. That's a cool feature, but I've never actually been able to use it. I kind of need my army.
I don't think the fortresses that Oirat has are going to last very long. Provided my armies are allowed to go about their business. Thank you, Korea.
Invaluable help, I assume.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, whatever it's called, Country B had sent an army of about 16K off into Manchuria to start taking out provinces, and it bumped into the nearly 50,000 Korean army coming up from Korea. And by bumped, I mean got slaughtered by. You know, having 6,000 cannon really helped dealing with fortresses. Yeah, that level 5 fire leader makes a huge difference against the hordes on the plains.
I should hope so.
I'm hemorrhaging money like crazy.
You can't have everything.
Even with war taxes, I'm losing 10 a month.
That's quite substantial.
Well, I'd saved up almost 700 before this, so...
Okay. Apparently, if you use the build interface in the army itself, right? If you click to add more units, right?
Okay.
If you do that with an army that moves,
Problems?
yeah, then the created armies won't be able to meet up, and you also lose the numbers. Ah. Oh well. So now I don't know just how many armies have queued up. How many new regiments?
Billions.
Yeah, maybe. Well, that's okay. I have the force limit to build up.
The force limit to be with... Wait, no. That's rather trite of me. Okay, you're... Sending spies against me. Good for you. These countries are ridiculously fortified. I mean, it's like every province or close to every province on their borders has at least one fort.
And you will get through them.
I'm just still skittish over the. I mean, I've already lost a significant amount of manpower here.
Well, you could just hang back and watch Korea do everything.
They're actually doing quite a bit, so I'm very grateful for that. I'm also grateful because it's that time again. So, folks, hate to leave you hanging with Ming actually doing something. Up there with leprechauns and unicorns in terms of commonality. Whatever we call it for this episode. So, thank you for watching, and pray for me for next episode.
See you then.